We focus on the ECHL. The Allen Americans up 3-1 on the Tulsa Oilers with an opportunity to advance in the ECHL playoffs if they can win on home ice coming up tomorrow night. Chad Costello led the ECHL in scoring this season with 41 goals, 84 assists, 125 points. He was a plus 43, and his 125 points are the most in the ECHL since Hugo Boulanger had 144 points way back in 1995-96. And Chad joins us here this afternoon. How you doing, Chad?
Good. I just want to say thanks for having me. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's great to catch up with you. You look at these numbers and what you accomplished this season, and most importantly, certainly your team's in a good position to get something done here in the next couple of days, couple of weeks for sure. Tell me about this season and what a magical run it's been for you and your teammates.
Oh, yeah, it's been fun from day one. We've had a great group in here. We've come together really well and meshed really well, and we've had guys go to the American League, and we've replaced them very well, and it's just been just one of those seasons where everything comes together and the guys get along great, and it's been exciting.
Well, 125 points here. I mean, in this day and age, it's a lot of points at any level. When you factor in that Brandon Marino of Fort Wayne had 88 points to lead the league in scoring last season, you were 37 points better. Give me a sense from your perspective as to why it all came together for you, specifically speaking, with the numbers you put up.
Yeah, I can't really put a pin on. I just kind of had great line mates. I played with Jack Combs early in the year, and he left to go overseas. And then Gary Steffes filled in great. He had a 45-goal season. So I just had great line mates, and it's hard to cover one guy when you have a team full of goal scorers. So it just seemed to come together great, and luckily I was in the middle of it, and it was a lot of fun. Well,
I know it didn't come easily for you too, Chad, from the standpoint that you did experience some concussion issues here and have for the past couple of seasons. Tell me about the road back in terms of the injury adversity that you had to battle through to get out there on the ice just to compete in the first place.
Yeah, it was a tough decision. I have two kids and a wife, so it's tough to wonder if I should be playing or not. At this level, we obviously don't make the money like the NHL guys or anything like that. So I had to make the decision whether it was right for me to play again or not. And luckily, I had very good doctors, and they thought that I could try to play again, and I'm glad I did. And it was a battle, but now like I said, I'm really glad I gave it a shot. And the coaching staff and trainers here were awesome with me and so patient, and I can't thank them enough for that. So it's been great.
Well, still just 28 years of age. You're from Iowa. Now, it's not normally known as a hockey hotbed, Chad. Tell me about the route that you took to get to where you are right now, and maybe some of the guys that you looked up to, some of the players you looked up to. Because, like I said, I mean, Iowa's not known as a hockey hotbed by any stretch of the imagination. You're kind of putting it on the map to a certain extent here.
Yeah, it's definitely not a hotbed, but don't go to the rinks and tell the men's leaguers that. They got some good players around there. It's crazy. Obviously, youth hockey, we still have a ways to go as far as getting players drafted or into college hockey and stuff like that. But I think it's coming around, and they got a AAA program there that's starting to dish out some good players. But I would say I had to move away when I was pretty young, and I moved to play for Team Illinois, and that obviously helped me out a lot. That's a good organization, and from there I just seemed to kind of fall wherever it was, and got a scholarship, and lucky enough got to where I am now.
Well, you played for Greg Cronin, of course, at Northeastern, and NHL fans will know him as an assistant for sure. Give me a sense of what your hope is here with this type of season that you've put up. With the 41 goals, with the 125 points this season. I'm guessing you're hoping that it certainly leads to other opportunities for you. Not that the Allen situation is not a good one for you because you've made the most of it and the team has been very successful, but maybe using this to maybe get another look perhaps in a higher league perhaps, and eventually maybe being one of those guys from the ECHL, because it has happened a number of times now, to get a taste of the National Hockey League.
Yeah, it would obviously be a dream come true, and I am getting a little older every day, but I think maybe my kids that make me feel older. But like I said, the opportunity would be awesome, and I'm so thankful for Alan for giving me a great opportunity here, and I'll give him everything I have. And if a team higher wants to give me a chance, I'd be more than willing to give them everything. So, but I'm an Allen American now, so I'm going to be here and try to win a championship here.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it's the first season for Allen coming from the Central Hockey League into the ECHL, and with as good a chance as any to win the championship here. Next up for you guys, of course, you've got game number 5 of their series, your series versus Tulsa. Give me a sense of how the series has gone from your perspective. Clearly pretty well based upon the outcomes so far, but tomorrow night's a big one because you want to wrap it up as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's gone pretty smooth for us if you look at the 3-1 lead, but there's been some games we were down 4-0 in one of the games, so and then we won one of them in overtime. So it's been a really tight series, and they've played awesome defensively, and we're still kind of learning how to play playoff hockey. We're a high-scoring team. Sometimes in the NHL you see it too. A team that is very offensive sometimes struggles in the playoffs, and I think we're trying to find that line of where we, still do offensive plays, but are responsible defensively as well.
I tell you what, it's been a great story that's developed with you with the Allen Americans this season. Chad, congratulations on all your success, and most importantly, like I said, best of luck coming up tomorrow night.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for having me. One shout out to Tommy Daniels. He's a Buffalo Sabres fan. He's our broadcaster. He had a rough day, so just want to say sorry to him.
All right, thanks very much. We thank Tommy Daniels as well for hooking us up with Chad Costello here this afternoon. Chad, thanks very much for joining us here on the program. And yeah, well, Tommy Daniels had some tough hours in the aftermath of the draft lottery. Seemingly, Sabres fans, their general manager had a bit of a tough time in dealing with the fact that they finished second. We'll have more on that coming up in the next hour.